Yeah, I think it's just a. Sometimes I just move it a little bit, like a little bit in, and a little bit out. Because like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. Like my NES, it's really. It's hard to get, when you press it down, it's hard to have it stay down. So, anytime I actually get it to work, where the cartridge is actually set down, I really try not to spring it back up. 2,665 points, alright. I gotta try and remember, there was a couple important things that I discovered. So I gotta run through this in my head. So there's a dude who's offering me, like, I forget what it's called, like a rain harp or something. I don't know. I might be combining two different things. Doesn't need to even go down. Wonder how that will work. Yeah, but I need to get back into this game before I, like, because I've been playing other games today. That's what I mean. I've been playing other games today offline. I need to get back to this before I, like, abandon it completely, because that's how it works for me. So if nothing else, that's what this stream is gonna do. It's gonna keep me in the routine of trying to play through this game. But there's a couple important things I discovered off stream while playing this recently. Like, there's like at least two items I gotta try and get. They kind of go into each other. Status. Alright. I got a lot of fighter's rings. No, I don't. I got fairy water. See, like, I don't remember what fairy water is. Damn. I know what wings are. Damn, Ghost is running away. That's when you know you're leveled up, man. When you got some of these enemies just straight up running away from you. They're shook. Even the magicians are running away. But it's very random, dude. Like, a lot of these, even these like really weak enemies will sometimes just still want to fight you. Even though you're like gonna completely steamroll them. And other times they're like, no, count me out. Yeah, see? Now a magician wants to fight. But it's like, I can beat you in one hit, so thanks for playing. Ooh, Rogue Scorpion. Okay, Rogue Scorpions aren't bad. Well, thanks, Burnfish. I appreciate it. You're pretty pog yourself. Oh, see, here's the thing, okay? Real legitimate question, Burnfish. Wyvern. Have you ever heard somebody in real life use that word, like say it out loud, because I never had until like 2 days ago when I asked someone like, how do you pronounce this word? Because don't nobody use that word. Apparently, the way to pronounce it is wyvern? I think it's wyvern. Because it's like, dude, nobody uses that word. And it's not something you ever hear someone say in conversation. It's something you read in books. Like fantasy books, like, you know, something that could... fantasy adventure like this. But even in, like... I can't remember a movie either where it's like, oh, watch out for the wyvern. Like, they're just not in most of the movies I see. Or in any of them, I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen every fantasy movie that's ever been made, so... I gotta watch out, dude. Wraith Knight's pretty powerful, actually. Yeah. Wyvern and Shirley Temple. Oh, that was close. I had to think about that one. Heal. It would, man. I feel like it. You need like something else with it though. I don't know what. Wild Wyvern. Wonderful Wyvern. Magical Wyvern. I could totally see someone's username being Magical Wyvern. I had an easier time with that dude. But I gotta be careful, man. This is where the enemies are like get kind of scary. Like, dude, there's a demon knight, and the character art is just a black silhouette, dude. Those demon knights are scary. That is the one enemy I'm like, that's the one enemy where it's like, if I run into it, I'm running. It's not even like a conversation or a discussion. Like, Wraith Knights are tough, but they're kind of manageable. So long as I don't miss. If I miss attacks on the Wraith Knight, then it changes a lot. Yeah, I got this fairy water, and I don't remember if that has a particular use anymore. What did that do? It gave me some HP. I mean, not a lot, but... Oh, Knight. You blocked my spell? Man, fuck you, Knight. Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah, the standard knights are tougher than Wraith Knights. Magic Wyvern. I don't remember how tough these guys are. They're gonna be tougher than the standard Wyverns. Yeah, these guys are tough. I just hope I can survive this. I did. Dude, Demon Knight! Demon Knight! Run! Oh. I'm gonna try and run again. Keep running. Run like hell. Oh shit. Dude, I'm not going through that. I don't even know if there's anything in there. I'll lose a ton of health. Do this. Dude, I'm telling you, dude, those Demon Knights are nothing to fuck around with. I ain't messing with them. I'm not ready. I need to like level up more. I haven't beat one yet. But then again, that's also because like I think the first time I ran into him, I had a really bad time, and ever since then I've just run. The fairy water has lost its effect. Yeah, I don't know what that does. I don't know what the effect is. You gotta buy the herbs that we... Gotta get back the herbs that we used. Alright. So we're healed up. Whoa. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go northeast. And go back and just try and remember, or really just figure out, like, the items I need to look for. Because there's a couple items I'm supposed to try and get. And they go hand in hand with each other. Like, you get one item, which you give to someone, who will then give you, like, the second item, which then you can give to someone else. And so that you can progress. Taking a shortcut. Lost a little HP, but that's okay. Not a big deal. This way. Anything down here? Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. That's one thing I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to like find like a graveyard, which will then have a hidden place to go to. Hold on, there's a town up here. Like, yeah, I need a refresher. I should have wrote this stuff down. The first time I ran into these people telling me this important information. Yeah, go in here. How many keys do I have? 2? I need more keys. Hast thou found the flute? Go to the town of Cantlin. Alright. I do have the flute, right? Wait. Yeah, fairy flute. Alright. Yeah, this is really cool. Check this out. But nothing happened. Rimildar is the place to buy keys. I don't remember which town that is. I think that's just south of here. What does this guy gotta say? Fairies know how to put Golem to sleep. I think they're talking about the like Goldman enemies, but I'm not 100% on that. Oh yeah, what does this guy have on the bottom here? This guy does not have what I'm looking for. I've heard that powerful enemies live there in the southern island. I mean, I guess I've been there. I don't know what is officially the southern island. This is the village of Cole. Alright, so this is Cole. And the guy told me to go to Cantlin because I have the fairy flute. Okay. We gotta go around. This sucks. Immediately ran into an enemy. And it ran away. Yeah, there's this one section that kind of freaks me out too. So if you go this way on the right, and if you try and go past a certain passage here, it's actually not random. It's a guaranteed encounter with a very powerful enemy. Is it this? Nope. This ain't it. It's here. Watch. I move one step down, I'm gonna get into a battle. Yeah, with a green dragon. And see, when you run away, it pushes you back, so... That's not a random encounter. But I'm not strong enough to beat that guy. The good thing is that we don't need to go that way. We can go this way. There must be something cool in there, though. What it is, I don't know. Like, there's gotta be something cool. If you got that type of stuff going on. Yeah, there's even a door. Which town is down here? Wolf? A run's 100% successful? No. No, you can have real bad streaks where you just can't escape. Like, over and over again. But I think it also kind of depends on how strong you are compared to your enemy. I think, like, the weaker you are, the harder it is to escape. I think. But it's definitely not 100% successful. I'm just trying to figure out what's over here. And I get into a battle like every 2 seconds. Ah, here's the town. Do I get teammates? I don't know. So far, I haven't. Is this the town where I can buy keys? Tell me this is the town. No, I have no tomatoes. I have no tomatoes today. Dude, who asked you about some tomatoes? No one gives a shit. This is the town where we buy keys. Good. On the western part of this island, Erdrick created a rainbow. It is also said that he entered the darkness from a hidden entrance in the room of the Dragon Lord. Okay. So, does he mean, like, to get to the Dragon Lord, or, like, to get out of there? Gotta go around. What is in here? Heed my warning, travel not to the south, for there the monsters are fierce and terrible. Yeah, this was another part. So, the one guy told me to go to Cantlin because I have the fairy flute. And then this guy is talking about a magic place, the magic temple. In this temple do the sun and rain meet. So that's something. What's this guy got? God, this thing forever. Orwick is late again. I'm starving. So I gotta go this way. I'm Orwick and I'm waiting for my girlfriend. Dude, they're literally on opposite... They're just on opposite corners of the town. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with those guys, if anything. Welcome. Magic keys. Here we go. Well, I just saw something. So, the Orwick is here on the top right. He's looking for his girlfriend. Yeah, that's the other thing with this game. You can only hold, like, so many items. So many of the same items. So, like, you can only hold 6 herbs and 6 magic keys at a time. You can't stock up any more. It sucks. Alright, so Orwick's on the top right, and here's his girlfriend here in the bottom left. Orwick is late again, I'm starving. There's nothing I can give her either. Like, there's not an item that I have that can trigger anything between those two, so I don't know if that's even something to worry about. Might not. Good day, I'm Howard. 4 steps south of the bath and coal. Thou shalt find a magic. I already did that. I already got the magic item from there. Buy more keys, because I used 2. And you know, this is the only place where you can get keys. Alright. So, one dude told me to go to Cantlin because of the fairy flute. The guy in here in Rimudar talks about a magic temple. I believe it's south, the temple. South of here. Damn, even the warlock's running away. I love when these weaker enemies try and use the stop spell, because it's like, I'm not gonna use anything on you because I'm stronger than you. I can just even strength slash you. So they just waste a turn anytime they do that. Yeah, see? And it didn't even work. Didn't even work. So what was the point? Yeah, this is where the magic temple is, no stairs. Let me see something. I think maybe I'm wrong here. Let's see. Maybe the flute works on these guys. Nope. There must be other enemies then. These guys give you these Goldmans specifically give you like no experience, but they give you a shit ton of money. But actually makes sense because it's literally gold man. They're made of gold apparently. So you just get the gold that compose their carcass. Yeah, see, we go in here, if I can get inside. And here's what this guy says. Thy task thou hast failed. Because I believe that guy wanted me to come... I'm trying to remember what that guy wanted me to do. I'm gonna have to think about that. I gotta find the town of Cantlin, because I don't know where that is. But this ain't a bad place to grind at, though. The gold flesh. Yeah, that gold flesh, man. Wonder how they got that done. Must have been a good plastic surgeon or gold surgeon who did that. These Goldmans are like body modification freaks. I'm sick of fighting those guys though. Like, give me the other people. Give me the wolves, the wolf lords, the wyverns. Give me them. I need experience, not money. Metal Scorpion. Okay, so Rogue Scorpion is stronger than the Metal Scorpion. Keep that. I gotta keep that in mind. Ugh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right when I start singing along with the song, it stops because of the battle. Damn, just a standard Scorpion? Weak. So I wonder if there's supposed to be a bridge to connect these two things. Yeah, I don't know where the town of Cantlin is offhand. I don't know if I've ever been there yet. I'll tell you what, this magic, was it magic armor? Dude, this magic armor is great though. Like, look at my HPs, right? 66? Okay. Look, 68 now. That's because of the magic armor. That's awesome. Is there a bridge up here? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Checking to see if there's anything here on the far right. Yeah, let's go up here. What does this guy have to say again? Thy bravery must be proven. Thus, I propose a test. There is a silver harp that beckons to the creatures of the Dragon Lord. Bring this to me, and I will reward thee with the Staff of Rain. So I need to find the silver harp to get the Staff of Rain. Which I need for that guy that told me to go away. But I need something else for that guy too, because it's like the sun and the rain. So I need something that represents the sun. But first, I guess I gotta try and get the silver harp. Wherever that is. Maybe it's in the town of Cantlin. Use wings. That way I don't have to go through all that again. I hate people. Go, leave me. Damn. Why you gotta be like that? The harp attracts enemies. Stay away from the grave in Garenham. Is that what this is? I don't know if I've been in here. Drakima's kind of annoying. But I can take them out in one hit, that's good. Because otherwise they can be an actual pain. Yeah, this is like a maze. Stairs, I mean. Stairs. Oh, dude. I might need to map this out. This actually looks complicated. Yeah, like there's literally multiple staircases that go down. Like I've seen at least 4. Let's just go with this one. Yeah, there's one there too. Ooh. Wraith Knights are actually powerful. A Druid Lord, that's a first. They are not that powerful, apparently. So this led nowhere. So it's not this staircase. So we gotta find the right one. A Droll Magi? Droll Magi? Maggie? Maggie! That's a first. That was the first time I ran into that enemy. Now it's the second. A chest. Cursed belt. If thou would take the cursed belt, thou must now discard some other item. Well, I'm not gonna equip it, but I could take it. Maybe I could sell it for some money. Oh, drop the torch. That's a no-brainer. Just don't equip that belt. I mean, it's cursed. You can't do it. I mean, you can, but nothing good's gonna come from it. I love how the music just gets lower. Like, it's the exact same song, but it's just like whatever, all the notes shifted down. Dude, a Spectre! This is the first. Running into all sorts of new enemies in here, man. Dude, how many turns in a row am I gonna be asleep? Yeah, Spectre is not very powerful. But they give you good experience. Weird. Weird considering how not powerful they are. Damn it. Go back up. Takes me here. So the top left steps and the bottom right steps are basically connected. Damn, nothing in there. Dude, how is this guy getting initiative on me, man? It's not even that powerful. This better be something good. The silver harp! Drop the wings. We don't need that many wings. Sweet! If I really wanted to, I could use my spell of, I think, outside. I think that would exit this dungeon, but I'm gonna tough it out. Yeah, man, these enemies keep getting initiative on me, and it's dumb. Hey, where does this staircase lead to? I don't think I took that one. This is a pretty good place to grind at. That's a big part of the reason why I chose not to escape. 'Cause this is a good place for me to just like level up or get stronger, gain experience. These enemies are a good balance. They're not too powerful, but they're not like super weak either. Let's take this staircase. Where does this lead? Literally led to nothing. Use the radiant so I can see. Yeah, dude, this first floor sucks. It's the worst floor in terms of trying to navigate. But I'm just curious if there's like anything interesting that I missed. Doesn't look like it at all. Oh, there's a treasure chest. Never mind. Yeah, run away. Punk ass bitch. Gold. Gold. Herb. Alright. The gold payouts were terrible though. It was literally 10 and 9. It's like, dude, that's peanuts. Now let's just try and get out of here. Hopefully without using the radiant spell again. Ugh. I don't want to use it again. But I think I'm gonna have to. Damn it. This is where I just was with the treasure chest. Oh my god, I'm running into the same spots. There it is. Yeah, run away. So the harp apparently has something to do with like the followers of the Dragon Lord or something. Oh, I gotta give the silver harp to that guy. That's what it was. Yeah. I need to recover my MP. My HP was full, but let's replenish that MP. Who was the person who wanted the silver harp? Can I play it? Damn. Dude, that was fucking sick. That's at least 4 times better than the fairy flute jingle. Wait, let's look. Here's the fairy flute. Which is really cool. But then you get this silver harp. Damn. Whoa! It does attract enemies. Let's play it again. Play it again, Sam. For old time's sake. Yeah! Play that silver harp and just be like, yeah, come on, motherfucker, let's go. Let's throw down. Knuckle up. Let's get it on. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save. But I don't feel like using MP. So I'm gonna take the long way to save. You know what? Whatever, no. Use it. Because we can just recover MP right here. At the cost of 6 gold. So I think I need 1,000 for experience. I need 1,006 experience to make the next level. Let's see if I'm right. 1,006. That is my prediction. A 1,006. I was right. Yes. Does thou wish to continue that quest? Yes, for now. Because there's a couple things I want to try. Ugh. I don't think there's anything valuable in that room. Oh yeah, what does this one guy gotta say? I talked to this one guy earlier, not earlier today, but like a previous time recently I played this, but I don't remember what the guy said. And I don't feel like having to look back at old recording of me playing this. Oh, this guy sells keys too. But he sells them for a higher price than the other guy. Whatever, I'll take them. I don't care. I got money to spare. I'm looking for the castle cellar. I heard it is not easily found. If thy hit points are high enough, by all means enter. What's this guy gotta say? Damn, that does do a lot of damage. That did almost 30 damage. In Garenham, look for the grave of Garen. Thou must push on a wall of darkness there. So that was what I just did. Damn. Lost all that HP for nothing. For information I didn't need anymore. Yeah, this lady. When the sun and rain meet, a rainbow bridge shall appear. So, when I give the silver heart to that one dude, he will give me basically the rain half. But where is the sun half? That is what I am curious about. Never does a brave person steal. Sure, bud. Like you're a real brave warrior, pacing around that room. So yeah, there's a couple things I'm curious about, and I'm gonna have to figure it out. One thing is, I have the silver heart. It attracts enemies. I'm wondering if it does anything to the dragons, like the green, just the standard green dragons. You know what I should have done? I should have sold that cursed belt. I can do that soon, though. Because, you know, I'm not putting that cursed belt on. I already had a terrible experience with the death necklace, which was cursed. So the last thing I need to do is just voluntarily put on another thing that's cursed. At least with the death necklace, it wasn't 100% sure that was cursed. Just by the name. You know, death necklace, it does kind of sound bad, but it also sounds like it could be something really, really good. Alright, sell this cursed belt. Not that guy. I might have to go to another town, sadly. Well, what about this guy? Yeah, sell. $180 gold? Damn, I thought I'd get more for that. Sure. Sell the curse belt. Now we give that guy the silver harp. I believe it's this way. Yeah, it's this way. Thou hast brought the harp. Good. I've been waiting long for one such as thee. Take the treasure chest. He just disappeared. The staff of rain.
Give me a hell yeah! What?
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 What? Hey, iPhone. Thanks for the redemption. How are you doing? What now? In VR chat? Like they did it in virtual reality? Like, you could see it in virtual reality? The maps? Is that what you mean? Because if so, that's crazy. Let's talk with everyone in this town. It's crazy that they did Siberia, or Suburbia. Golem is afraid of the music of the flute, so 'tis said. There's been 2 mentions of Nestor in 2 different towns, so apparently Nestor's like an important person, maybe. That's crazy, though. For some reason, I would have thought one of the maps that got done was, the freeway. Hast thou found the flute? Go to the okay, yeah, okay, so I already talked to this guy. Even though freeway is just a loop, but I don't know. I don't know where the town of Cantlin is. East of Hauksnes, there is a town, 'tis said, where one may purchase weapons of extraordinary quality. So there's two towns at least I gotta try and find. Cantlin and Hauksnes. Oh yeah, just ripped the map, scaled them up. In legends it is said that fairies know how to put Gollum to sleep. There was a town I went to a long time ago, but it was completely like run down. There was no people, only enemies. That might be one of the two towns that I've heard people talk about but don't know of. For VR, probably not. I've never even done VR. Partly because I've been kind of afraid to. I feel like part of me is just afraid, like, if I jump into VR, I'll just get, like, absolutely, like, hooked on it or something. Wait, yeah, let's try this first. Let's see if this works. I need to recover health. Oh man, like it made you like you're nauseous or like your stomach turn or something. Oh. Oh, like yeah, like your gut. But I can imagine, even if I don't know specifically, I can imagine that being a very weird experience. Alright. Let's see how this Okay, guys. The moment I go down one spot here, in between these two blocks, I'm gonna encounter a green dragon. I'm curious if the fairy flute works on the dragons. Let's see. Nope. I'm fucked. Thank goodness I have the magic armor. So I can recover HP without... I can recover HP just by doing this. You know, here's a question though, since you've seen this in VR. So like especially in the first Twisted Metal game, they had like the NPC cars, you know, that, you know, were just sitting there, you could just blow them up, but they're always much smaller than the actual playable cars. So my question is, were any of those NPC cars scaled or put into this VR map? Because then I'd be interested in seeing the scale difference between them, the NPC cars, and the actual Twisted Metal cars. Dude, I'm literally just trying to recover my health without actually using spells or items, but it's taking forever because I've run into a battle like every 2 seconds. I don't got time for this. God, those dragons are powerful, man. It's like if I could just put that dude to sleep, first turn. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Controllable flying vehicles? Yes! We beat the dragon! Please tell me there's no more dragons, though. What the fuck is in that room? What is in that room? I'm scared. I always get the critical hits on the most worthless enemies. I never get critical hits when it matters against tough ones. Like, what is this? Yeah, I don't know what this is. Oh my god, guys, come on, dude. I'm just trying to get out of here. Yeah, the Spectre model looks odd. So I talked to everyone in this town. Oh, thou shalt find the stones of sunlight. And Tantegel. I don't know how you pronounce that. Tantegel? Tantegel? If thou hast not found them yet. The stones of sunlight. You play a special weapon sound effect? That's so sweet. So Tantegel Castle... Tantegel? I'll say Tantegel. Castle has the Stones of Sunlight? Where would they be in there? Yeah, iPhone. What I would have done if I was in that VR world, I would have found Yellow Jacket sound effect, and I would have just spammed that over and over again for like 5 minutes. That's my favorite of the special sound effects from the first game. Hey Josh, how's it going, man? It makes sense, iPhone, it makes sense you did that with Thumper though, because Thumper's got that little beat and tempo. Boom, 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 boom. Dude, is your 4th favorite game now? Didn't it used to be your number 1? Drop down to number 4? Damn. Leave at once, or I will call my friends. I do need some keys. Part of me kind of wants to ask Josh for hints, but I'm really trying not to play. I'm really trying not to get hints, man. I'm really trying to figure this out. But I do have some definite questions about things in this game right now. Josh, what are your... So, like, what are your top 3? I know, like, one of the other Dragon Warrior games is in there. Is it 5? And Ring Fit Adventure is your number 1. Dragon Quest 5. Dragon Quest 5 was your number 5. 3, Dragon Slayer. 2? Okay, so Dragon Slayer must be that must be the subtitle Dragon Quest 5, alright. Right? Maybe not. 2 Xanadu. Dragon Slayer 2 Xanadu. Okay, that's the name. I was confused. Dragon Slayer is its own series. Okay. It was like a lot. There's like 5 and then 3 right next to each other. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know where the entry ends and then the next one begins. Dude, wait, Dragon Slayer 4 is Legacy of the Wizard? I did not know that. I know I see what you mean, iPhone, because it wouldn't be in VR, so it wouldn't quite have the same effect. What do I want to do? That's what I gotta think about. But yeah, Josh, I'm gonna try and make it a priority to try and play through some RPGs this year. And I spun a wheel, and this was the game that came up out of the, because I just put in a handful of RPGs where I was like, I actually really want to play these games. Which one am I gonna get? And I spun the wheel, and it just ended up being this. It picked this, and I was like, all right. Let's go. Hammerhead's like, look at me, I'm so big! Man, fuck off, wolf. Well, yeah, you know, it's just like, I just found a website where you can just, you know, put entries in a wheel, then you spin it. So that's just what I do. I have multiple wheels for different things. Like, I came up with that one. Anytime I do retro pickup streams lately, what I do is I take the games that I'm gonna stream, I make it its own wheel, I randomize it, and then I just, you know, I pick them one by one, so that way I know the order that I will actually show them, instead of, like, having to make a decision about it. I use it for stuff like that. I think, but you know, you can use a wheel. You can use a wheel for a lot of things. The Wheel of Misfortune. It's a wyvern. That's how you pronounce it, right? Because I was talking about this earlier with Burn Fish when I started stream. I was telling him, like, dude, wyvern is a word that no people do not say out loud. If I'm pronouncing that correctly. Because you never hear people say it. You only see the word in text form. Dude, you used to play this game every year? That's crazy. I mean, this game's cool, but it's like, there's no way I could play this like every year. I just saw something. No, I was about to say, I can't like go around the guy and try and take the chest. Yeah, Final Fantasy 1 solo class play, because I remember like back in like 2019, you were playing through the game with all fighters, and you were just pummeling everybody, because apparently you can just, it's very easy to play through Final Fantasy 1 if you just level up your fighters. You just level grind a little bit, you can just pummel everybody. Why? Why is that? Why is that? Why is that iPhone? I don't know. I am not the one with the answers. I just stream here. Dude, I need some water. Drank half of that. That was sweet. They're more dynamic. Yeah, you're talking about G. Yeah, you're talking about Gmod. Oh, is that was it Jerry's mod? Is that what you mean by Gmod? Where the is that what that is? I'm not gonna lie, the only reason I know about that mod is Gary's mod, yeah. The only reason I know about Gary's mod, I'm not gonna lie, is because some videos I found on YouTube recently of, like, someone put, like, it's like the cursed Obunga image, and it's just like the Obunga image just chasing the player, and you can't kill it, and it moves really fast. I remember watching videos of that and being like, yeah, this is cool. Like, it was just like the guy would, like, he would turn around and, like, the Obunga image would just be chasing him and be like, do, running. Running for his life. Goldman Sachs. Damn, I'm like losing HP actually. Dude, fuck off, Goldman. Damn, that sucks hearing about that guy passing away. And you falling out with him. How hard that it is. And it's like there's items like the white shirt. Well, Josh, I mean, you know, not everyone can like be like a super expert on like every console RPG that's ever mattered like you. People just don't know, man. I mean, was she, like, actually mad at you, or was she just kind of, like, upset about how hard the game was? You know? Like, was she mad at you, or was she, like, mad at the game? That's what I'm wondering. Like, who is this person, Josh? like, you're just, like, are you just having Discord conversations with just randos that you don't know? That's what I'm really wondering. Teletubby Flash games. Damn. That sounds kind of cool. In its own messed up way. Like what? How are you even meeting these people? Do I have to fight this fucker again? No. Okay, Josh, I'm gonna ask you this because I don't feel like looking this up. And I'm genuinely confused. What the fuck is this? Alright, see? That's why I need you here, because you think of the simplest solution that I just leap over. I never would have ever thought to just talk to the fucking thing. Or person. Doesn't look like a person. Man, Princess Gwaelin embraces the... Dude, that doesn't look like... So, that sprite is supposed to be a girl? That doesn't look like a girl. That looks like a fucking statue. Or something. Whoa. Damn, dude, that's amazing. Was she like, trapped in a tomb? Was that what that was? Because it's like, yeah, that clearly wasn't the princess. But it didn't look the same as the princess. Not gonna lie, this sprite art for like carrying the princess is godlike. I can just go back and forth, man, and just look at this. Dude, we're going... This is a rescue mission. Oh, man. Oh, man. There's no one there. Because, you know, if you weren't here, what would have happened is I would have never figured that out. I would have finally gave up, looked at a YouTube video. I look at the YouTube video and the person goes, talk, and I would instantly facepalm just like, God, why am I the biggest idiot ever at RPGs? Every time there's like one thing or more that I get stupidly hung up on that like no mortal person should ever get stuck on. Oh, I'll go this way. I think it's... I don't... Yeah, this is a long way. Whatever. Yeah, it probably does. Well, you would know. You probably played through this game like 20 times. Oh, Josh, I've been meaning to ask you too for a long time, and I keep forgetting. So, like, what did... Well, it might not be... It might not be your bottom of the list game anymore. But which Saints Row game was on your bottom of the list? It was 4, wasn't it? That was 4, yeah. Because I was like, was it 4 or 3? Yeah, like this dialogue just seems the exact same. Friends of Ringu Ishikawa. I've never heard of that. So is Saints Row 4, is Saints Row 4 still in the list or is it out? Like did it get bumped up or bumped down? It's out now. Nothing. What does this person have to say? Something stupid, probably. Some say that Garen's grave is home to Silver Harp. Alright. Who touches me? I see nothing, nor can I hear. Damn. That's actually a different conversation, but I don't know if that's because I have the princess, or if it's just like, because I'm at further into the plot? Damn, that dude is fucked up. He can't see or hear. Well, that one person can't even know, because he can't hear or see, right? He's just like, he's just trapped. He's a prisoner in his own mind. Yeah, dude, carrying the princess like this is just amazing, though. Oh, that's what those things are supposed to be. Poisonous marsh. I was just like, I don't know, it's just some green stuff. Some bad Kool-Aid. Oh, fairy water keeps the Dragon Lord's minions away. That's what it does. Because I used some fairy water earlier, but I completely forgot what it did. And I wasn't totally sure on what, like, using the fairy water, it wasn't clear what it did. Well, yeah, I mean, I was just doing this because you were telling me to, talking to people. Also because carrying her is just really cool. Oh, thank you for saving the princess. Okay, that changed. That person actually acknowledged me holding a princess. That's the other thing with this game. It's like the music, it's like so simple. And the music is like so simple, but it's really good. Whoa, whoa. Based on the superior Super Famicom version. So, like, Josh, have you ever played this NES version, or did you only play the Game Boy Color version? That's another question I've had. Let's just return her. Forever shall I be grateful for the gift of my daughter. Return to her home. Accept my thanks. Now, Gwaelin, come to my side. Gwaelin then whispers, wait a moment, please. I would give a present to Jackass. I actually do have the Game Boy Color version too. But my thinking was, you know what, if I'm gonna play this game, I wanna play like the OG NES version first. And then maybe someday revisit it with the Game Boy Color version. Please accept my love. And I would like to have something of thine. A token. Please give me thy dragon scale. Even when we two are parted by great distances, I shall be with thee. Yeah, I'll save. I guess I'll continue the quest. The Game Boy Color version's 8 hours. What? Gwaelin's love. Heed my voice. For this is Gwaelin. To reach the next level, thou must raise thy experience. Yeah, I'm almost there. My hope is with thee. I love thee. Damn. Have I? Oh yeah, I've been in that cave. What am I thinking? Ten to the south, 14 to the east. That's 5. Get the fuck out of here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, oh my god. 11, 12, yeah. That's accurate. 10 and 14 it was. That's really cool. That's the only thing, though, is like, I'm still kind of like, dude, was she like in a tomb or like trapped in like a statue or something? Because that sprite did not look like a human being at all. Because that was why I never thought to use the talk command. Because it's like, this doesn't look like something you could talk to at all. Well, it gave me coordinates for just the castle, but it hasn't given me coordinates for anything else. Dude, I'm so close to leveling up too. Try it again. Yeah. Dude, get out of here. God damn it. I hope I can survive this. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh. Well, I don't want to die. Because then I'll lose half my gold. That will suck. Yeah, this is NES iPhone. But there was also a Game Boy Color version that had the first two. It had this one and the second one. Which was like a little more modernized. But this is also known as the Dragon Quest series. Because when they first brought it here, they renamed it Dragon Warrior, and then... Damn! Look at this guy! This guy's pissed! Oh, my dearest Gwaelin, I hate thee! But it was... In the middle of bringing that series over, they were like, okay, it's Dragon Quest. It's like, really? Yeah, I knew it was around 7, but I thought 7 might have been the last one to use Warrior. Because I remember back in the day, Cody, if you remember Cody Locke, because he was big on RPGs, and he used to always he used to always have a recurring thing where he'd try and get me to he'd try and convince me to try playing a Dragon Quest 7. And I'm like, no, dude, I'm not doing that, man. Like, that game's like, I've already heard that game's like notorious for how long it takes to play through. Like, I'm not doing that. See, I don't know what the goal. I haven't run into any golems. But that sounds like something that I could figure out on my own. If I when and if I ever get to that point. But I can't even, like, get to the goddamn town. Because I can't find the fucking... I was specifically told that there's supposed to be stones of sunlight here in the castle, but I have no clue where they could be, if they're even here. And if you tell me, I'm probably just gonna ignore it, because... Wait. I guess that, okay, because I saw that one chick, like, right here on the outskirts of town. I was like, I thought that might have been something new, but it was probably just one of these two. That's the other weird thing about this game, is that the NPCs literally just wander. They don't stay in, like, a set amount of spaces. They will literally just wander around. Well, not all of them, but the ones that actually do move around. Like this guy, this person ain't moving. There's like 0 battles for the first 8 hours of it. Yeah, that sounds like a very late 90s JRPG. Sounds like Xenogears. Thanks for hanging out, Josh. It's cool talking and hanging out. And get out of here, Scorpion. Gonna heal? What good is that gonna do you? Am I ever gonna beat this thing? Of course it won't work. Seven more experience points. Yeah! Holy crap, my MP went up by 21. That's insane. Finally, a critical hit when I actually kinda need it. At least a little bit. Oh, there's a second town. Right? No, that's the same town. Oh my god, you son of a bitch. Yeah, metal slime? I'm dead. Damn, that was amazing. One thing I'm very happy about is that the amount of experience points I need to gain the next level is the exact same as it was to reach this current level from the previous level. So it's not increasing. It's no longer increasing anymore how many experience points I need to gain the level up. That's good. That's great. This honestly won't take me that long to level grind to the next level. Doing laps around the mountains. Get some good cardio in while we heal. Yeah, this is the best way to heal. Use the rappel a couple times. Just run around. Get that health back. Don't have to use any herbs. Don't have to use a bunch of MP for the heal spell. I was like, give me enemies I can get experience from. What a damn fool. Yeah, at this pace, I should level up fairly quickly. Damn. Now all I'm getting is wyverns. Damn, I can take out the wraiths in one hit now. I mean, not all the time, but the fact that I can do it at all is cool. Some of the time. You know, when I can actually hit. Wow, it only took like 5 turns to win that fight. That was complete bullshit. Alright, I'm a third of the way there to going to the next level. I gotta watch out though. These wyverns are wearing me down. We need a break. Get some cardio in. Just run around. So we slowly recover our health back because the magic armor is blessed. Use it a second time. Slowly recover our health back. Ugh. Let's go around the poisonous marsh. Alright, we're back at full strength. Back to grinding. Once I get enemies that actually give me experience points, unlike the Goldmans. You're dead. I feel like when I get the wyverns, it's all in a row. Like, it's very streaky. Like, I'll go like 5 battles without running into them, and then it's just like, yeah, then it's just like this. It's like, okay. Now, the only thing you're gonna fight, the only things you're gonna fight are wyverns. For like 2 minutes. Damn, 10? 10 HP? Man, go fuck yourself. Oops. That sucked. Oh my, are you fucking kidding me? Two dodges? Two misses in one fight. Fucking blasphemy. Close. That's close enough to full health. Oh my god, not again. I don't feel like I'm gonna use herbs, and heal, cause I don't feel like doing the rappel and then walk around thing, cause it works, but it takes a really long time. Alright, just 498 experience points, and I'll make it to the next level. Yeah, 498. Damn, 48 damage. I'm getting there, I'm close. Damn, Wyvern missed an attack. That's a rarity. I think that's the first time that's happened. It's always me that misses attacks. Like that one time I missed twice in one battle with a Wyvern, which was total BS. Still mad about that, even though I won. It's crazy. I'm literally gaining my health back. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, I should not have fought this guy. It's too late now. Finally. The names of these spells sometimes, man. So we start off, first spell they teach us is heal. Now we've really come up on some next level stuff, because now we have heal more. It's just so funny they called it that. Heal more. So Gwaelin. Yeah, so it's 3,000 now. Just a flat 3,000 to level up now. Consistently. That's nice. I like that. Yes.
Hey, hey, let's go away. I think it's time for me to play some games. Hey, hey, let's go away. I think it's time for me to play some games. Hey, hey, let's go.